All right, everyone. Welcome to today's charting session. Monday na naman, no? Ang bilis lumipas ng weekend. I hope all of you had a nice and restful weekend and ready and refreshed na kayo to tackle the markets this week. Before we start, I'd like to apologize na wala tayong weekly market overview no weekend. As I said, I wasn't feeling too well. In fact, I'm still not feeling too well. So pasensya na kapag may mga portions na mas mahina yung boses ko or medyo maging mas magaspang. I'm still recovering, no? So, sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam, what we do here is we typically look at either yung mga trending names, meaning yung mga pangalan na malaki yung ginalaw, whether to the upside or to the downside, or perhaps malaki yung value traded niya, or generally speaking, mas minamatahan lang ng mga tao, no? Also, tumatanggap din po tayo ng mga chart requests. So kapag meron po kayong mga requests, please feel free to let me know in the comments section below. Okay, I promise I do get to all of them eventually. Just not as fast as some people would like, no? Okay, so pasensya na, mahina kalaban. I am starting off this week without our quote-unquote highlight stock. Wala ako ganong nagustuhan nung tumingin ako over the weekend. So, I want to be patient and then see kung ano yung mangyari as the week progresses, no? Yung tinitingnan natin last week, yung CNPF, unfortunately, walang trade na nangyari. And then today, medyo pumangit na yung chart niya. So, wala. Balik wait mode na naman siya. And di muna natin siya babalikan. But I will keep an eye on it. And if merong changes, I'll be sure to let you guys know. Okay? So, let's start the week off with ACEN, which was a requested chart, no? So, ano nga ba nangyayari sa ACEN? So, if we look at ACEN, yun nga, high, low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. And then ngayon, nagko-conso tayo around this area. Okay? We can argue na if price can break above this zone here between 9.8 to 9.97 or lagay na lang natin at 10 pesos para malinis. If we can break that, that opens up the zone above and we possibly form some type of inverted head and shoulders pattern here. Okay? If mabasag yan, titignan natin kung ano yung mangyari. Okay? If however, mabasag pero fake out, tapos mag-break below agad, mag-test underneath, then that could be a sign na number 1, stuck na tayo dito sa current range natin. And number 2, we could be coming towards the bottom end of the range or support at 8.53. Or lagay na lang natin sa 8.5 para malinis. Okay? If mabasag natin yung 8.5, then likely we come back and target yung mga lows na naiwan from before. But as always, wag po natin pangunahan. Let's wait and see what happens next, no? So, yun po yung sa ACEN. Next, tignan po natin yung MRC. No? MRC is also a requested chart and I get it kasi it's been trying to break above this area here, no? Tong gold zone na iniwan ko. Now, I've had my eye on this as well, but my personal preference was to see it break above and close above itong gold zone natin. Unfortunately, for the past 2 tries, no, medyo bitin. It's been trying to move above it pero binibentahan. So, bumabalik tayo dito. So, it's possible na nagko-consolidate muna tayo beneath it or dahil lagi siya nauuntog, baka bumalik na naman tayo sa bottom end ng range. Now, I've been informed that this week meron yung lock up na nag-free up na, no? So, we don't know how price is going to react because of that. Okay? So, wait mode tayo. Basta ako, personally, I want to see price close above tong gold zone. If it does, then that opens up this area above. So that's from 0.27 hanggang 0.31 na potential range, no? Bakit 0.31? Kasi siya yung maraming untog. Diba? Acted as both support and resistance along the way. Whereas tong mga to, one can argue na parang lumagpas lang ng konti. So, yan yung tinitingnan ko potential range. And if we can break above 0.31, the next target will be 0.335. However, if we do roll over and we come back down, then patuloy lang yung downtrend natin dito sa MRC. 'Di ba? Parang ito yung previous lower high, lower low. Baka ito ulit yung lower high, baka mag-seek tayo ng lower low. So kung ganon, konting ingat na. Kasi baka balikan natin tong mga yung support dito from before or yung mga naiwan na inflection points to the left. Okay? But for now, again, I'm watching this but naghihintay pa rin ako. I want to see something more definitive even if it means na I pay for the privilege ng confirmation. Kumbaga. Alright? Possible din na mag-form tayo ng parang inverted head and shoulders dito, no? Pull back here. Then we'll see. We'll see what happens then. Babantay-bantayan din natin to this week. Let's see what happens dito sa MRC. Next, tignan po natin yung dito. So, dito came out of suspension, di ba? Yung trading halt. I purposely didn't tackle this last week because I wanted to see it play out, see what happens. And so far, ang nangyari was nagkaroon tayo ng fake out beneath tong 4.8 na support, di ba? Nag-fake out, nag-close above, then bumalik lang tayo dito sa lower bound ng range natin. So as you can see, I barely adjusted my level. Binalik ko lang sa resistance na to. So dyan din tayo na untog. So we're still trapped within this lower bound. But even if we're to break above and close above tong 5.5 na area, ito pa rin yung larger range natin. So again, a break above 5.5 could take us to 6.24. Depende. Okay, possible din na mauntog siya sa mga minor resistances that's formed along the way. Pero kung kunyari dito pa lang mag-roll over na tayo, let's say na untog, bumaksak, pag binalikan niya tong support na to, nood na naman tayo. Is it still gonna hold? Are we gonna break down? And if we break down, where could we go? Syempre, number 1 is yung low na nag-form dito around 4.61, no? Next is wala na, mas malalim na, around 3.9 and then around 3.5. Alright? Next, tignan po natin yung Puregold, which again is a requested chart. So far, pababa pa rin tong Puregold. Again, one can argue na you can segment it into ranges. Nagkaroon tayo ng range dito, nag-fake out below, broke up, bumalik ng range. Nagkaroon tayo ng, again, trying to break out from this original range. Diba? Bumalik, nauntog din, hindi kinaya, bumalik. So ngayon, bumalik lang tayo dito sa range natin na to. I've taken the liberty of segmenting the range and yun nga, for now, we are trading around 35.30 hanggang 38.5. Is it a tradable range? Sure. Kung pasok siya sa system nyo, kapag meron kayong setup, why not, no? But for me, personally, there are easier trades to be had sa market, no? Rather than trying to force a trade dito sa PGOLD. Ngayon, kung kunwari nagpo-position kayo, then what you want to watch out for is kung mabasag tong 35.3, baka balikan natin yung mga support na naiwan dito at 32.8 and 31.2. Kung mag-hold yan, mag-form ng bullish structure, then perhaps may iba sa inyo na could take that as a signal to get in, simula mag-ipon, and so on, in the hopes na magtulak ulit pataas yung Puregold moving forward. But for now, again, range bound, nag-stuck, bumalik siya doon sa original range niya. Still want to see what happens, pero it's more bearish than bullish, obviously. Diba? Kahit naman siguro, ano pang indicators ang ginagamit nyo, kahit na paano kayo tumingin ng chart, siguro naman in agreement tayo na bearish / somewhat sideways yung galaw nitong Puregold. Okay? If, however, we can re-break itong 40 na area, that opens up this range above hanggang 44.7. Yes, there was a lot of chop here, so baka hindi ganun kabilis ma-resolve yung trade kung mabuo man, but at least, diba, lumalabas tayo dito sa range natin na nag-form beneath. Okay? And then finally, tignan po natin yung Emperador, no? So yung EMP na include sa index ulit, so parang disco to, no? Patay sindi, labas-pasok dito sa sa index tong EMP, no? Upon confirmation ng news, nagkaroon ng bentahan today. So what are we expecting? A lot of people think na just because sige, nag-confirm na yung news, dapat benta na. Or sige, ganito, ito yung date na ma-enlist siya, so dapat ikaw bumili. It doesn't always work like that. I still encourage people na if you want, you can go back and see yung mga stocks na recently na include sa index, see what they did. Diba? Yung mga Converge, Wilcon, Bloom prior to this, no? And so on. So, use those as a possible roadmap to see, pareho ba yung nangyayari? Kung pareho, then perhaps pwede siyang gamitin as a guide to see what could happen next. Remember, lahat no hypothetical. Diba? Hindi tayo sigurado kung ano yung mangyayari hanggang mag-print yung candle. Diba? But, Kung hindi naman pareho yung nangyayari, then perhaps we're better off sticking to our original plan. Dapat magbenta ako sa ganito, dapat ba magbenta sa ganyan, and so on, no? Okay? Now, ito ang itsura niya. Yun nga, nauntog tayo dito. Diba? Nag-form tayo ng shooting star around these two candles here. Push lower. So, it wouldn't surprise me kung bumalik tayo dito sa area of previous resistance. Saan galing to? Ito yan, no? Yung previous high na to. Okay? So, it wouldn't surprise me if we at least pull back there given today's price action. Then, dito tayo magkakasubukan. Mag-hold ba tong area na to? Diba? If it does hold, ano yung pwede mangyari? Do we push up from here, creating new high? Do we get ourselves stuck in this wider range here? Hindi natin alam. If ma-break yung 25 area, na mag-new high tayo, then obviously, ibang usapan na naman. Bagong price exploration, bagong approach na naman, iba na naman yung tingin natin, no? However, if mabasag tong 22 pesos altogether, then pwede tayo ma-stuck temporarily dito sa minor zone na nag-form between 21 and 22. And if hindi mag-hold yung 21, then we likely come back to this area of previous consolidation here. Okay? If we come back to the area of previous consolidation there, it wouldn't surprise me if mag-form tayo ng somewhat of a head and shoulders pattern, something like that. Then from there, titignan natin, mababasag ba tayo to the downside? If so, we might dig much deeper. Diba? Maaaring mag-hold tong range na to, pero maaari din na ma-explore itong mga naiwan na lows from before, assuming mangyari to. Okay? So sa ngayon, kulang pa yung data. Can't build bricks without clay, sabi nga ni Sherlock Holmes, diba? So, hintay-hintay pa. Sa mga nakabili nito, syempre, first and foremost, congratulations, no? Kung hindi pa kayo nagbebenta, be sure to trail your stops accordingly para kung mangyari man ang ayaw nyong mangyari, hindi nyo ibabalik sa market ang karamihan ng kinita nyo. Okay? Now, before I end this video, nalimutan ko, no? May nag-request pala wanting to see yung settings ko. So, here are the colors that I use, no? So, for body, ito yung gamit kong colors sa wick. Yan din, no? Tapos wala akong borders. Then, yung sa appearance background, ang gamit ko gradient. Tapos na yung mga colors. So, parang a slightly bluish black. And then, yung black na all together. Okay, so, pinagbibigyan ko lang yung nag-request nun, no? Yung para sa colors. Then, for the lines, obviously, I use color white. And then, for yung annotations, yung mga ganito, mga drawing natin, I prefer to use bright colors, mga yellow, purple, mga ganon. Kaya lang blue kasi na-OC ako. Since meron akong bluish tint, gusto ko bluish din yung mga guhit ko. Na-OC lang ako ba? I fully acknowledge na mas kita sana kung dilaw, no? But that's that. Okay? So guys, dito po nagtatapos yung video natin. I hope nakatulong po to sa inyo kahit papano may natutunan kayo. And as always, maraming salamat po sa panonood. I really appreciate it. Good luck and happy trading!